Hello everyone. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. So today in the video, we will not discuss about anything about element. We just put our focus on some kind of modification and also some kind of deployment. After deployment, what we need to do on how we can change the activity log, how we can change the debug log. So that part we will cover today. Okay, so let me show you. First of all, when we customize any jar, or when we customize any jar, I mean when we put any customization jar or some Java dependency where to put. So in Call Studio, we are already aware we need to put in this lib, right? And then we need to put in this lib, and then in the property we need to add into the build path. But in the server, where we need to do that, right? That is the concern. So where we need to do in the server is we need to do in the server. There is a path actually in the Cisco CVP VXML server common lib. So in this path, you will see all the dependency jar, customized jars, etc. So this is the path where you will see everything. Wherever any dependency, like you are doing any XML parsing, okay, you are doing web service integration. So number of JSON jar, or for web server integration, maybe number of jars are required, right? You can download from the any good site. In our case, let's say download jar. I'll just type download jar. So there is number of jar. There is number of uh, websites are available where you can download your dependency jars. Once you download it, first you put in the Call Studio and also put in the class path. And secondly, you need to put in this path. Currently, I'm not on the server, so I cannot show you. And in that case, once you put any jar, deleting a jar from this path does not need any kind of VXML services restart. But you put any jar in this part, in this path, or anything under Tomcat folder inside VXML, see Cisco CVP VXML. If you put anything inside VXML server folder, whether it is a common lib jar, whether it is a modification of context.xml, whether it is something else, beyond VXML server and beyond your application changes, data Java, beyond your data Java changes, I mean, if you are going to application same path and you will have application folder. If you are doing any changes and replacing this data Java, then you does not require VXML service restart. Application update will be enough. If you are modifying anything in config properties which is present outside the D drive for the specified path, you does not require VXML service restart. Okay, you just update the application. You just go here and update the application. That will reflect the changes. That will reflect the changes. Where is the update application? Yeah, this one. But when you are making anything in common lib, in context of XML or anywhere else, which is part of the VXML server itself, then VXML service restart is required. Okay. Then the VXML service restart is required. Okay, that is the so there you need to change when to. Yeah, so this is the one point today video will have. We need to discuss when to take a VXML restart, when to take an application update. That now you are already aware. You can repeat this video and check uh, where we can do the restart and where we can do the application update. VXML restart, what it does, it flush everything from the heap memory. It flush everything from the VXML Tomcat. So it's a fresh instance will generate. Whether if you update any application only, that means your cache is already there, heap is already there, everything is remain same. And whereas the VXML restart actually flush everything. So you might seen some array index out of bound errors like array index out of bound, heap memory breach, some kind of server level errors. And as soon as you restart everything, it start working. And after another 15-20 days or maybe 2 months, you need to take a restart again. So that is because of the majorly because of the cache, the resources is using in the server. It could be the IVR resources, application resources. It could be the VXML server resources. It could be the fetching timeout from the peer to peer. It could be anything. So that's why the VXML services restart, and it will help everything. It will help to yeah, it will help to like maintain the server. Normally, in the maintenance after each 3 months, majorly the banks, majorly the service provider, majorly they do that. In within the 3 months, they will take a maintenance, and then 5 minutes, 10 minutes they will take it to restart the server. That will not block your progress. I mean, progress means that will not block your server to hang. So that's why the server VXML server in Windows service restart is required. Sometimes they will reboot. In some companies, they will completely reboot the system after maybe 3 month cycle. So that helps their performances. Okay. So that's you need to do when you are changing any lib file, any contact.xml, anything beyond this VXML server apart from application folder. Okay. Secondly, what we will do is we will see uh, what does these things does. Like configuration, we already know is nothing but R elements only. MISC, we already know that this is nothing but decision element what we created, and what is the application folder. The first thing is called callflow.xml. The callflow.xml, whatever you are doing in your call studio, that is the pictorial form, and the document, you can see the document form. Let's say I am in sub dialog start. What I do next? Next, go to the check DNS. Look at this. Next element, check DNS. Here also you go, you see next element, check DNS. After that, there is two existed. One is VIP cast, one is normal. If you go here also in the check DNS, go to this element definition. Just search that. You came to the element definition. Here you see this element starts here and ends here, and you see there is a two exist state. Or digital get customer got set default language, right? Let's say I'm going to next element is digital get account number. Similarly, I need to go to the definition. Now again I came to definition. I see in this we have three existed. Confirm account number menu, get account number counter, next element, max input also this three existed. Max in no match, max no input, and done. If you go back to your college studio and go to the get account number, yeah, look at this three existed. 1, 2, 3. Remember 1, 2, 3. Max no match, and the done. Done will goes to the confirm account menu. So here you can see done is going to confirm account number. The max input is going in max no match is going to get account number counter, and max in no input is also going there. Yeah, it is going like that. Similarly, if I go to the confirm account number again, I need to go to the definition. Okay, just go to the definition. Yeah, look at this. Now in the confirm account number menu, I have option 1 going to check account number, option 2 going to confirm account number counter, option max no match. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 existed here. Let's go. Yeah, look at this 1, 2, option 1 and option 2. So that's how you see the call flow is the document of your complete call flow, what you have done in the call studio. So this is called call flow. I hope it is clear to you. Now we'll move next to what is uh, okay, we'll move next to what is this config property. Normally in the IVR system, we does not use that. We'll keep it by default. Whatever it is there, we keep it like that. So no need to change that. All the logger event is already captured. So what kind of logger event has captured, that is already mentioned there. Similarly, in the SNMP, we don't change anything. App admin error, Java admin error, system error, VXML error, warning, and API errors. If you want to add something else, you can add. But it should be logger event only. Okay. Now next is error.config. This is the error.log. So what I will explain. You can change by the count, file count, that I'll change in the activity log. So for purging, how you do the purging? Uh, via file count you want to do, by a file size you want to do, by day you want to do, the same purge thing I will explain in the activity log when I comes to there. Next is setting.xml. So setting.xml I've already explained you. We have some default values, default wave, audio path, our endpoints, and one main point is this debug log. This debug log we will enable and disable. We will disable when you go to the production. Okay. Apart from that, we don't do any further changes here. Only sometime we need to change the default audio path maybe. Okay. Next is status.xml. Status.xml is nothing but it will just tell you how many calls are available in the server. That's it. How many calls are available in the application. Click on the status dot, then it will show okay 10 calls are available, 20 calls are available. So that's now I'll come back to the setting.xml. Oh, sorry. Activity log.xml. Activity log config XML. So what this does it, you can see I have by default now this these things will not come to you actually by default. Whatever I have commented here, okay. So normally these steps comes only the complete. What I want to show in activity log, I want to show complete log, start, end, element entry, element exit, any flag generated, default interaction, element data, custom, hot link, hot event, warning, system error, API error, etc. If you remove something from here, it will reflect in your activity log. You want to remove the start, then start information will not come. End information will not come. So like that, you can modify and test. Okay, what is reflecting? Rollback. Update again. Check. And this is called labeling. This is this is complete labeling. That is called label of the debugging. So currently, normally we have complete label, but you can minimize it. In the minimum, what we need to do, only call and call start will print. Up in between, what is your IVR doing will not show in the activity log. So this is called minimal logging. Similarly, rotation. This is very important. You want a rotation either by size, so you need to do like that. Size 100 MB, 1000 MB. So if your one call reaches to 100 MB, it will generate a second activity log, third activity log, fourth activity log. Okay. If your one activity log size, you remember we have one activity log size here again. Let me go to the runtime again. And in the server, it is Cisco CVP VXML server application. In the application, we have those logs. But because I am using the my call studio only, so I have this runtime. So you go to the logs. So if you look at this, so this one activity log. Yeah. So yeah, this. So in the activity log, I have by size, and it is my runtime only. So whenever I on the debug only, then only it will come. But in server, if you change this setting by size, if you want to do, then if your activity log reaches to, if your activity log reaches to 100 MB, either by one call, two call, 10 call, if 11th call is coming and it is reaches to 101 MB, then it will generate a separate file. Okay, same date and separate file will be generated. Similarly, you can do by call itself, by every day. Day wise, you will create whether it is 1 GB or 5 GB file. But day wise, you want to create, then you can do by this. Okay. That would create a problem because sometime if you create a 1 GB file or 2 GB file, it will it will take very difficult to open it. So that's why we sometime we short it by 10 MB or let's say 20 MB. So 20 MB file always are very easy to open. And then we have a number of files available there. The third one is by call also. So you can do by call. You can do by call as well. So now here only by call your file will be generated. One call, one file, two call, two. So let's see, you have thousands call in a day or 1 crore call in a day, 100,000 call in a day. So then 100,000 files will be generated. So this is called Y call. So normally we do it by size only. So in one 100 MB file or you can say 50 MB file, 2 3 calls will come. 100 MB file, 6 calls will come. Like that it will go. Look at this. This is our one call, right? So this one call only generated 10 KB file. Okay, it's a small IVR. So let's say it's a big IVR also, make it to 1 MB, right? So 1 MB for one call. So you have 100 MB or 50 MB. So easily 50 calls or 20 calls will come depending on your IVR size. The other one is cache. We don't touch it. Per call size, we keep it like 50 KB. The file count, that is very important. The file count actually depends how much logs your customer or you want in your server. And then if this reaches to that count, you FTP every logs to some other server. So let's say your IVR activity log reaches to 100 files, file count 100. Because obviously if it is 100 and 100 into 100 MB, then it is a big size and it will create a space problem uh, in your CVP VXML server. So what you will do after reaching 100 MB, it will actually rotate or you can say truncate, purge the file. So if the size reaches to like count reaches to 100, so 101 will come. 101 when the 101 file will be generated, 101st file, then the first file will be purged by the system. To avoid that, what we do, we just put the threshold. If the count reaches to 90, then please FTP all 90 files to some other location so that you will have the customer information or activity log if required. So you can store it for 3 months, then you can track it later. So that's why we put the count. There is age wise also file age. So suppose if you want to keep only 30 days file, count could be number of, but I want in my system only 30 days file remains, then I will put this file age. If file is older than 30 days, it will purge. It will go from the server. By default, it will do that. So this is called by age. Okay. This is that's how your activity log is maintained, and server hung issue normally comes because of the heap memory size and the D drive and the C drive size. So to avoid that thing in number of application, we just modify the activity log so that before any alert, before the alert, we will mechanism is maintained so that you will not reach to 80% or you can say the 100% of your space. So that's how you maintain your production servers, and that will really help in the support environment because implement when you are implementing it, these things not bother you because you hardly make 10 20 100 calls, but when you are in production and then number of calls will come, then this will create a huge impact and your server may be hung because of the space reason, because of the free space available in the server. That's how you maintain activity log, error log, and other stuff, other kind of logs. That's you maintain your server. This is for today's video. I hope you like all my sessions. Tomorrow or day after or next time, I will come with maybe some other things related to Java. I think IVR, most of the part we have already covered in College Studio. You are free to comment and you are free to ask questions. The main thing is you practice. As much as you practice, the more questions you will get. The more questions you will get, you can put on the comments. Whenever I get time, I will reply and work on towards your issue resolution. Thank you very much. And please subscribe my channel. Do share with friends and colleagues who want to learn College Studio application. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening or good night ahead. Thank you.